Hello students, today we will discuss some short question answers of Act 1 Scene 2 of The Merchant of Venice. Okay, so take your book, page number 44. You know what kind of questions can come, short type of questions. So first of all, there is Portia, by my troth, Teresa, my little body is a weary of this great world. So you can quote this line and then give a small hyphen. Okay, you quote this line, don't write this, Portia. So this will not come in the question certainly. Then who is the speaker? Okay, or some other kinds of question may also come, that is from where the line has been taken. Okay, so come to the next point. You would be sweet, madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are, and yet for aught I see, they are as sick that surfeit with too much as they that starve with nothing. So you can quote this first line, you would be sweet, madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance. So from up to abundance you can quote. So who is the speaker of this line, or from where the line has been taken? Okay, who is the
Madam.
who is madam here? Who is referred as madam here? Okay. So this kind of short type of questions you have to practice. Now the next one, good sentences and well pronounced. Who is the speaker? From where the line has been taken? What is the purpose of saying this kind of words? Next, they would be better if well followed. What is well followed? The words of Nerissa. The words of Nerissa, or the guidance of Nerissa. Okay. Now come to the next one. If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches. So what is the meaning of chapels? Okay, I just want to tell you one thing more, that for your first term exam, you have to learn the word meanings also. The word meanings of the Merchant of Venice. Okay, you please learn the word meanings of the Merchant of Venice. It's very necessary for your first term exam. So, what is the meaning of chapels here? You can find the meaning here. The numbering, as per the guidance of the numbering, you can find out the meaning easily. Had been churches and poor man's cottages, princes' palaces. So, who is the speaker of this line? What she tells after that? This kind of short questions we can form. It is a good divine that follows his own instructions. So this is very important line. It is a good divine that follows his own instructions. Quote this line. And about who is the speaker? Okay, who is the speaker, or about whom these lines are spoken? About whom? About the utterings of Nerissa. These lines are spoken. I can easier teach 20 what were good to be done than be one of the 20 to follow mine own teaching. The brain may devise laws for the blood, but a hot temper leaps over a cold decree. Such a hair is madness the youth, to skip over the meshes of good counsel the cripple. But this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. O me the word choose. I may neither choose whom I would, nor refuse whom I dislike. So this is very important. From here, I may, you can quote this line, I dislike. So whom does she not dislike? Whom does she not dislike? She does not dislike the person who will choose the proper casket, isn't it? So it is not hard, Nerissa, that I cannot choose one nor refuse none. So I cannot choose one nor refuse one. You can quote also this line. Who is the speaker? From where the line has been taken. To whom these lines are spoken. To whom these lines are spoken. So these lines are spoken. By Portia with Nerissa. To Nerissa. Nerissa, your father was ever virtuous. Whose father has been referred here? Quote this line and write the question, whose father has been referred here. So the father of Portia has been referred here. The holy men at their death have good inspirations. Therefore, the lottery that he hath devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his meaning chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly, but one who shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors that are already come? So you can quote this line, but to come. Who are the suitors referred here? Who are the suitors referred here? The suitors are the persons who came to win the contest to marry Portia. Okay. Now come to the next part. Portia, I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level at my affection. I pray thee, overname them. Quote this line. I pray thee, overname them. Who is the speaker? And who are referred here as them. So them here are the suitors who came to take part in the contest to marry Portia. First there is Neapolitan prince. That's a colt indeed. Quote this line. That's a colt indeed. Who is referred as colt? So Neapolitan prince is referred as colt. He doth nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts that he can shew him himself. So quote this line. His own good parts. His. From his you can quote up to himself. So the question is, who can shew himself? Who can shew him himself? So Neapolitan prince can shew him himself. Okay. Then is there the County Palatine. And come to the next page. He doth nothing but frown. Quote this line. He doth nothing but frown. So who frowns? The question is, who frowns? County Palatine frowns. The answer is County Palatine frowns. As who should say, and you will not have me choose. He hears merry tales and smiles not. I fear he will prove the weeping philosopher when he grows old. So you can quote this line, I fear to grow old, then put a dash. Who will prove to be a weeping philosopher? County Palatine will prove to be a weeping philosopher. I had rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. God defend me from these two. So who were these two? You can quote from God defend me from these up to 2. Okay, and put a dash and write who are these two. So the answer is these two are the County Palatine and Neapolitan prince. Okay. How say you by the French Lord Monsieur Bon? So one more question you can make from here. So who was Monsieur Le Bon? So Monsieur Le Bon was the French Lord. Who was Monsieur Le Bon? Monsieur Le Bon was the French Lord. God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man. So quote this line, God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man, and put a dash. Who is him referred here? So him is referred as a Monsieur Le Bon. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but why he hath a horse better than the Neapolitans, a better bad habit of frowning than the County Palatine, he is every man in no man. So you can quote from here, he hath a horse better than he. From you can quote better than the Neapolitans. Okay, so who has a better horse than Neapolitan? So Monsieur Le Bon has a better horse than Neapolitan. Okay. He is every man in no man. If a throstle sings, throstle is a thrush, is a singing bird. What is the meaning of throstle? Throstle is a bird that is thrush, a singing bird. He falls straight a capering, he will faint with his own shadow. If I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. If he would despise me, I would forgive him. For if he loved me, To madness I shall never requite him. So what is the meaning of requite? The meaning of requite is respond to. Okay. What say you then to Falconbridge, the young Baron of England? So the next question is, who is the young Baron of England? Who is the young Baron of England? Falconbridge is the young Baron of England. Now, you know, I say nothing to him, for he understands not me. So, quote this line, from you to not me. So, who does not understand? Did not understand Portia? So, Falconbridge did not understand Portia, nor I him. He hath neither Latin, French, nor Italian. So, you can quote from he hath. He hath neither Latin, French, nor Italian, and put a dash. Who is referred here? So, Falconbridge is referred here. And you will come into the court and swear that I have a poor pennyworth in English. Quote this line, I have a poor pennyworth in English. Then put a dash. Who had poor pennyworth in English? So Portia had poor pennyworth in English. He is a proper man's picture. Here, this is a very important para. He is a proper man's picture. Put a dash and write who is a proper man's picture. So Falconbridge is a proper man's picture. But alas, who was converse with a dumb show? So quote this line, who can converse with a dumb show? Put a dash. Who can converse with a dumb show? What is the meaning of this line? That means Portia don't know English and Falconbridge don't know either Latin, French or Italian. That is why they can't communicate with each other. How oddly he is suited. Quote this line, how oddly he is suited. Who is he as referred here? Falconbridge is he. Falconbridge has been referred here as he. Now, I think he bought his doublet in Italy. Okay, I'm ending up here today. How oddly he is suited. Okay, so from this part, I will carry on the next class. Okay, so thank you.